Okay, gentlemen, you both received instructions in the dressing room. I want you to obey the commands and protect yourselves at all times. Right now, we're going on the low on the green. We're going to go low underneath the black. All right, got it? Tap up. It's going to work.
Number 2 pencil, but he'll need more than wit to withstand Davis's precision and power. Round number 1.
So far, Roach not giving him anything.
Lead left hook by Roach in the jab.
Continuing to pound to that body with the left hand.
Into the body again with the left and the right that time. And now flashing some of his speed. Final 60 seconds. As we are in the 6th round, let's see what happens, because the words are being thrown at each other. Let's see if the punches start being thrown, and yes, they do.
He's throwing a lot more. That left is landing. That straight left.
Davis is starting to heat up here.
Yeah, keeping this fight in the center of the ring. I like that.
Where have we seen this before? 45 seconds left in the 6th. Yeah, the mind games, indeed. Roach can ill afford to get frustrated and then lose focus.
He's got to weather the storm, keep his emotions together, and get back to his game plan.
There's Davis, lands the left.
How nasty was the speed of that counter shot? It was like a shovel uppercut coming back from Tank.
Davis leading with the left. Right hook.
Just not landing much in return.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right hand by Roach. So good success here for Roach in round 7. Oh, and a right hand by Roach. Another right.
Yeah. Changes.
And yet only landing him by 3 thus far. Oh, good. Solid shot there, Davis. Oh, there's a right hook to the body by Davis, ripping that right hand. And then Roach rips a left hook to the body. Good stuff here in round 7. Better defense. There's a jab there.
Yeah.
Roach in the body. So Roach, the corner says be smart. I mean, he's trying, but
he's got to be careful, because it almost seems like Tank is waiting for him to throw the right hand and counter.
To uncoil that left hand. Oh, there it is. Oof. And oh, Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach.
And boom. He counter-punched Tank.
He's earning Davis's respect. That counter right backing Davis up. Wow. And there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis digs to the body on the bell line. 30 seconds left. And the last 2 rounds, Lamont Roach Jr. making things interesting here in this championship affair. Looking to become a simultaneous 2-division champion, looking to pull off the upset.
I can't remember the last time I've seen Tank take this many clean punches in one round.
He's getting
especially in round 8. The unofficial scorecard of Larry Hazard. Well, Roach is closing the gap.
This is where you look back on those early rounds where not much happened. Could the judges have preferred Roach? It's an interesting spot for him to be in. This is everything he said he would do so far, he's doing.
Counter right, nice right uppercut. Roach taking the fight to Davis. Davis high guard, wanting to explode with the left. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaning with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee.
That's a generous call from
Did he not take a knee?
He did take a knee.
And again, wow, okay.
I thought he had hurt his hand. Did he not take the mouthpiece to come out?
That's what I thought.
Oh, here comes Davis. Davis exploding. And Roach meeting fire with fire.
Roach eating some big shots and coming right back.
A minute and a half left in what has been an eventful 9th. We thought Davis might have gone down for the first time in his career. Instead, he exploded, and Roach took the shots and fired back some of his own.
Roach has to be careful. Tank loading up big here.
Tank unloading lefts and rights. Roach doing a pretty good job of deflecting some of these shots. Short left hand from Roach. Counter right hand lands by the challenger.
How good he's looking in this fight so far. 10th round, and And he's pushing Tank Davis back. The right hand is landing.
Wherever this fight goes from here for Lamont Roach, he has earned his respect.
Stunning affairs here in round 10, where Roach has landed 8 of 26. And according to our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, he has Davis up by 2 points. He's given 4 rounds, I believe, to Roach.
You feel like it could be that same Scott.
Same the other way, absolutely. All right, championship rounds are here. Davis in a championship fight. Again, he saw Cruz, the only man to go 12 full rounds with him, and that's when Davis hurt his left hand. Lamont Roach Jr. looking to hurt Davis's pride. He's the first fighter, Roach, to land more total punches than Tank through 10 complete rounds. Already a moral victory for the defending junior lightweight champion, Lamont Roach Jr., who continues to attack Tank Davis.
That's a tremendous stat. And oh, by the way, guess who doesn't look like a 130-pounder tonight? Roach settling in nicely to his lightweight frame here. And very much in this fight in the championship rounds.
Nice right uppercut, left hook lands for Roach. Davis missing.
Yeah, he's missing. He started pushing Roach
to me now. Says you can take one, I can take one. Won't be a knockdown. Who's going to bend the knee? In Game of Thrones fashion, because this Game of Thrones is getting interesting here. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Exchanging fire with Davis and having success, Abner Martes.
Listen, you have a right hand, and then he's well aware to bid and down and get not let Tank Davis land that left.
Nice combination from Davis. Another.
That one was low. That one was low. Now watch that. All right? All right, here we go. That one was low. Okay?
They're both talking the talk, and, welcome to the WAC with 40 seconds left here in the 11th round, but Lamont Roach Jr. more than proving that he earned this opportunity, guys, and making the most of it right now. Will it end up with him being crowned a champion? We've got just over a round left. And he's doing a great job here in round 11 as well.
Maybe him getting crowned as a two-division champion.
Simultaneous one, although Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed. Larry Hazard's unofficial scorecard has Davis up by 1, and it could very well be the other way on the official scorecards.
Look at Roach just taking the fight to Tank here to open the 12th. And yet, you still feel the sense. You never know, but here we go. 2+ minutes left in the fight. Oh, the pressure on those ringside judges in this one. Wow.
Mental focus, a lot of talking going on in that ring. Jab by Roach splits Davis's guard, and Davis misses with the lead left.
And Roach still talking to Tank.
And Davis eats the body shot. And another left hook upstairs, right hand. Lands, oh, but there's a counter left from Davis. And then Roach lands another jab on Davis.
Wow, Roach has to keep doing that.
Davis has landed just slightly more power shots. Roach very much controlling the jab department. Davis has landed more body shots. So again, these scorecards could be all over the place. Less than a minute remaining.
You could cut this tension with, say it,
the chainsaw.
There it is.
Oh, but Davis looking for that left hand. 40 seconds left.
And this is how close their fights as amateurs were.
Roach said the familiarity, he knows Tank's tells, he knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
Is his championship reign in jeopardy? It comes down.
114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch him up, good luck.
the Ghost Martin, the Bell, and round one, and Davis having a little fun with the whole Ghost nickname. A part of the Ghostbusters theme. His team has t-shirts with "Who You Gonna Call?" Well,
and Martin's a really good one, just like Tank. And so far, he's the only one who's been landing so far with jabs. There's a jab from Tank. But Martin's been landing the left hand to the body and a straight left hand. He's ahead in this round so far. You saw how nice Martin got out of that corner when he got trapped in the corner by Tank.
His footwork is amazing.
He got under and around and ended up picking Tank up on his shoulders.
Both very proficient at pull counters, as well as Martin immediately goes on the attack, sneaks a shot into the body of Tank Davis.
Yeah, both fighters really relaxed, really alert, locking eyes. I mean, just both of them waiting for one or the other to make a mistake, really.
Tank putting on really good pressure right now. Even though he's not throwing anything, he's making Frank Martin work by
Taking off the right hook behind the guard of Davis by Martin. So Martin again throwing many more punches than we expected, but he really was incredible in that what was supposed to be a 50-50 fight against the then unbeaten Michel Rivera. He took Rivera to school, the biggest win of his career.
You can just sense that anything can happen in any given moment.
Yeah, you know,
Tank Davis fight. Oh, nice counter to the body by Davis. The strategic patience, but Frank Martin, meanwhile, wants to continue doing this. Punching combination, utilize the jab, stick and move, utilize that fast move.
And I think as well that he wants to tire out Frank Martin by keeping him on guard all the time.
You wonder if that'll happen with an athlete like Frank Martin.
Well, it can. With Tank on your tail.
But again, he's never faced an athlete like Frank Martin.
No, I agree, but there's a lot of mental strength.
And a guy who's really ready mentally and otherwise. I get what you're saying, but
same here.
It's only round number 3.
Yeah, exactly, but
there's a nice left hand from Davis, lead left hand. And he has Martin now in the corner.
He does.
And there's the jab, and there's that counter left. Jab to the body by Davis, 1-2 over the top by moved the millimeters, his defense, his ability to utilize his ring IQ and his boxing skills. Yes, it's not even so much as an exciting fighter. Good combination lands for Martin.
They're going fast.
There's the double jab to the guard by Martin, utilizing that footwork. Money line has changed.
And of course, you got Martin leading, taking those rounds, and again, like you said, Joe, he's doing all the right things. Volume, 1, 2, 3, back to the jab, moving to the side, not giving Davis any moment to get off.
Davis. Power punch is huge. Edge for Martin. Nice lead left lands for Davis. Goes downstairs.
That's smart of Tank to go to the body instead of keep trying to go to the head. Frank Martin's very hard to hit to the head, and he landed some solid body shots on Frank Martin.
That was an arm punch also, breaking down the arms.
Watch your hands, watch your
Tank Davis just whistles those punches, and you know if you get clipped by one of those, you're in trouble.
Final minute of the 4th round. And very much going according to what I guess a lot of experts planned, that Martin would bank early rounds and then we'd see what would happen in the second half of the fight. Well, Tank even went public on social media, predicted a 9th round knockout of Frank Martin. 30 seconds left, and Martin said, hey, watch it, I can knock out Tank Davis too, you know.
That was a good body shot from Davis. Again, you can't get repetitive if you're Martin.
No way.
Davis is reading you.
Instantly he'll respond there. The left hand. Now Davis beginning to open up. The crowd anticipating it.
Stop. Just stroke his head, Frank.
Lead. Nice left hand from Martin. Good trajectory change, level change, the jab downstairs. Martin continues to back up Davis, walking forward, short steps. The vision.
Nice.
Fully locked in. Good defense. Martin, Davis saying bring it. Of course he wants him to bring it. Don't get counter with the left.
Yeah, don't stay on the ropes, Martin.
Frank Martin pulling some real magic tricks out of the corner there and off the ropes to avoid getting tagged by Tank Davis. He did a good job of it. Tank is so intimidating, isn't he? When he's coming at you like this, it's just intimidating.
Mini Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson had the same effect.
Yes, he tires you out just by, being there.
Being there, right. Now I will say...
And he said the whole fight is a trap. You asked Davis, he goes, that's not a trap from the opening bell.
Good jab by Frank Martin.
Yeah,
He's
really
been using
good.
it very well tonight. At the right time, he's timing that jab well.
Uppercut, right hook.
I think Frank Martin's having a good round again this round.
This is a dance for Martin.
Nice straight left
One
pops.
step ahead.
Davis pops Martin.
Yeah, here we go. Here's Tank. There, the little slip and a little, left hand over the top. It was a counter over the jab of Martin by Tank, and it was a solid one. But
Nice lead left hand by Martin.
yeah, he gets it back.
And that's how you get him off rhythm.
The best ever connect percentage against Tank Davis was Leo Santa Cruz, but Davis knocked him out. And now Martin is landing at 29%. So Martin having the best success of any fighter against Tank Davis. But Davis is getting closer and closer with a minute and a half left in the first half of this 12-round affair. And Tank lands a chopping left hand as he's allowed to walk in uncontested.
Well, that's the second session out of that corner, but that was the only one he landed. Frank Martin pulled a nice Houdini out of that corner on that first set of punches that Tank was throwing at him.
Yeah, Tank definitely not respecting that power from Martin, getting in easy. But again, Martin just let out that jab. He's got to get back on the jab.
Oh, there's the jab and the left follow-up left from Davis. A rare combination in the early going. A minute left here in the first half of the fight.
So
Davis got to be ahead on the scorecards just based on the output, right, guys?
I would not disagree with that, although Tank is having his best.
I know he does not want to open up. He doesn't want to give anything to Davis. But again, he has to keep him busy.
Oh, there's a left hand to the body and the right by Davis. Martin just avoiding that counter, but now Martin half forced to wrestle, and the referee.
There's that look. That Frank missed that left hand. Tank countered with the left uppercut and then the right hook. In that last session right there, Frank Martin covered up well.
Oh, counter left from Frank Martin, that jolt to Davis.
That's the counter he's been looking for.
Neither fighter has ever been down as a pro. Final 15 seconds left in the seventh. It's been Davis's best round in terms of offensive output, just missing with the left, and it's on cue. It's round 7. It begins. Davis misses with the lead left uppercut, but then follows up with another left hand. And Martin still has a slight advantage in terms of total punches landed, but the gap is closing, and Davis double left hand.
Martin's got to stay out of the corners if he wants to stay in this fight.
We haven't seen body work from Martin. I want to see that left to the body.
Oh, left uppercut. That's it.
Down goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6, 7. It's like Tank Davis scripts this stuff.
Here's the corner. Frank should not be in there. We were talking about that. He's just setting himself up for big trouble here. There's the uppercut, and there's the left hand.
Wow!
Once he stunned him with that uppercut.
The undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Okay, gentlemen, belt lines on both sides are good. You got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up, Back to corner, gentlemen.
The bell, round number 1.
Yeah, really powerful punches as well, and that's why they're taking their time. They don't want to be the first one to make a mistake, because whoever does make the mistake is going to pay dearly.
And there's that hand speed. They both had zeros when it came to power punches landed in the first 3 minutes.
And it turns out Garcia's the first one to try to land power punches, and he's doing it there.
And Garcia putting the pressure on Davis, landing the right and left, and Davis trying to hold on. The much bigger Garcia. And of course, mixed fan base here with every punch that's thrown, whether it lands or not. You will hear from their respective fan bases.
And this is exactly what Ryan Garcia has to do. Start off fast and make Tank Davis feel uncomfortable, and he's doing that right now.
Davis utilizing lateral movement along the ropes.
Now, one thing Garcia's good at is cutting off the ring, and he's doing that fairly well. And boy, a lot of holding on the inside.
All the pundits, all the scouts everywhere online, they say that Garcia had to take advantage of Davis's slow starts, whether deliberate or not. And here in round 2, putting the pressure on Davis. Davis wanting to turn this into a wrestling match.
Yeah, Davis has to be careful. He was looking at the referee. You got to protect yourselves at all times.
And he just ducked underneath that left hook, but got cut. Oh! What a shot! What a missile strike by Davis! And just like that!
Keep them busy, but don't overcommit, or do not force something that is not there.
So quick with that lead left hand from the hip. Gervonta Tank Davis scores again.
And
there's a jab from Garcia.
The interesting thing is Garcia wants to land his own check left hook, but if he's coming forward, he can't land it as a counter punch to Davis. So I'm wondering if he'll lay back more, and they want him to fight taller.
And there, Davis with the lead foot to the outside of Garcia, allowing him to close the gap in a linear position, and can at times expose his chin doing so.
Yeah, he puts straight back like he's doing right now. You don't want to do that. Davis might time that.
There's that left hook to the body by Garcia. Davis is looking for that left uppercut. He landed the left uppercut from Hades against Leo Santa Cruz in what was the 2020 Knockout of the Year, dropping and stopping Leo Santa Cruz for the first time as Garcia coming forward with the left.
Yeah, really good instructions from both sides. And Davis, they were telling him, you want to feint. You want to feint a little bit more. And yeah, you want to do that if you're Davis, just like that, because you want to see what Garcia has and make him open up his guard. That's a good way to take the jab away from Garcia as well. What Davis is doing right now.
Left hook to the body by Garcia. And Davis responds with a straight left to the midsection. Good job of feinting by Davis and able to pull counter like Floyd Mayweather Jr.
And if Garcia doesn't, if Davis doesn't attack too much, the left hook can't get there as a check hook.
And one thing he has really good, I'm sorry, Mo, is that right hand, Garcia.
Closing the distance for his trademark left, and there it is. Trying to create an angle.
Tank Davis is really smart. He saw that Garcia was letting go of the right hand, and he was trying to time that right hand.
Davis getting the left hand in again as Garcia came in. That was a lead left, and you see Garcia kind of looking to hang on early. He wanted to make sure I got that good punch in. I don't want to get hit on the inside. Again, to look at it, that's pretty good that he can land that lead left without having to do anything else before that.
And it's almost like beating Ryan to the punch. This is boxing. Look at the angles. Look at he's placing his foot where he wants to. He let go of his hands when he needs to.
He's a power punching counter puncher, Abner.
Yes, he's countering punching really well. Garcia, he's pressuring, but he's not letting go of the jab. He's got to jab a little bit more.
And of course, if you're Ryan Garcia, you still believe that you can turn this, even though you might be losing some rounds.
There's that left hook that landed, and that one just missed, but Garcia shows up as Davis lands the left, goes to the body, under a minute left in the 5th.
Yeah, Joe Guzman has done a really good job with Ryan Garcia.
And Calvin Ford has done an exceptional job with Gervonta Tank Davis as we have completed 5 of scheduled 12 rounds in this mega main event.
And people wondered, would that be good for him or bad for him or to keep him sharp? So far, things are working out very well for him.
Remember, there's a right hand that caught Davis.
Yeah.
Another right hand, and Garcia with his best moments of the fight.
Moment in that round, he throws this right hand, Davis keeping his left hand very low, and that right hand got in. And there were a couple other right hands shortly after that Garcia was able to land as well. That one was a little glancing, and here let's look at the same one as Garcia gets that right hand in. It wasn't a perfect right hand for him, but it was a nice punch and it landed, and there were several of those during the course of the round.
Remember, Davis did fight in January against Héctor Luis Garcia. Garcia decided to forego a final fight, was supposed to fight Macedo just up before this fight, said, no, I'll wait for the biggest fight of my life, thank you very much.
Yeah. Garcia has been much more focused on landing that right hand in this round. Even there, he just missed one. But the ones he's landed have been good.
And there's a straight right down the middle for Garcia. A minute left here in the 6th, straight left for Davis. Davis trying to control the lead hand of Garcia. Oh, and just missed with that sweeping left hook.
Look at those feints from Davis, not committing when he doesn't need to.
45 seconds left. Garcia coming close.
And in these rounds with low output and not that many punches landed, the difference is which punches are more effective. And this round's a perfect example. You have to decide.
And let's not forget, Davis did say, I don't want to knock him out. I want to punish Ryan Garcia. Yeah, and then the good thing that Davis saw that because that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He didn't see that, yeah.
And then Garcia came back with the right hands in round 6. So I have it 58-55 Davis, the halfway mark.
Straight left hand lands for Davis. Alicho on there. Garcia comes in, scores with the right hook left hand combination.
Yeah, that's one of the first left hooks, and that wasn't a dynamite left hook, but it was one of the few left hooks he's been able to get in.
Another left hook and a right hand by Garcia. And now, Garcia forced to take a knee.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. Mamma mia!
Quick body punch that ended this fight. There it is, the straight left hand down to the body. And you're right, in real time, it was hard to see, but at this juncture, Ryan Garcia just couldn't sustain from it. And, Garcia lands good body punches in fights and has scored knockdowns with him, and here's an example.
Abner, have you, in sparring, talk about what this must be like?
I have. Any fighter that's out there knows how tough, how much that hurts. That hurts more than any headshot. We're gonna see the quick reaction from Tank Davis. Boom, well timed, right in the liver. Boom, Ryan Garcia is trying to suck that up, but he can't. It's a late reaction, his body shutting down, and he just took a knee.
And I think he thought strategically also, perhaps I can gather myself and not have to take any punishment at the moment, but he just couldn't sustain. And this is a fascinating turn of events because it didn't look like he was even positioned, Davis, to get a lot of leverage on that left hand. But he got more than enough and landed it at the perfect spot.
The perfect spot. And then the crazy thing is that
he knew it. Davis knew it.
Yeah, nobody thought that Tank Davis was going to stop Ryan Garcia with a body shot.
No.
Maybe a headshot, maybe knock him out, but stop him with a body shot. Wow.
And it was a left hook by the southpaw that did it, making the liver quiver and stopping Ryan Garcia.
And I think there were people that felt Davis might be a better body puncher in this, but if a body punch of one was going to make a difference, it was more thought to be Garcia that might do it. But it was, in fact, Gervonta Davis. And as you pointed out, Mauro,
And still undefeated, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Go back to your corners.
Gamboa, what's your observation for the 7th round?
Right now, Tank is comfortable. He's looking for those openings. I don't think he's threatened by anything Garcia's been doing so far. I think he has been comfortable. That's why Tank's willing to stand in the pocket. I don't think Garcia has the power to really hurt Tank Davis. And that could make Tank even more dangerous as this fight goes on. And again, that left hand over the right shoulder of Garcia has found a home.
Well, Garcia certainly making a competitive fight. We knew it wasn't going to be easy for Gervonta Davis, but Garcia, let his head go more. Look at this. 100 minutes left here in the 7th. Big left there by Gervonta.
Look, it's close. There's been some really close rounds as we take a look at the records of both men. Undefeated past the 7th round. 4 knockouts by Tank Davis. No knockouts by Garcia, but both men running low. Hector Luis Garcia, this is an opportunity to lifetime. And then he came up with the left hook.
Garcia's fighting it close distance, not allowing Gervonta to get the proper leverage behind his shots.
Hector Garcia, his chin has been something in this fight, but again, he did not want to test it too much against Tank Davis.
Right hook. Another right hook for the champion. But back comes Garcia. They're both champions, but in this case, Garcia is the challenger.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout and still the undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Going over the rules in the dressing room, I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
And here we go, round 1. 18,970 people on hand. A record-setting crowd at Barclays Center.
And some feinting by Gervonta Davis. I think we're likely to see that as he attacks.
First punch of the fight, a left hand from Davis.
Yeah, something that Rolly was talking about was that Tank will walk into a punch, and we're seeing a really smart Davis now. But that's a good job and jab that Romero's throwing right now in this first round, keeping David at bay.
Yeah, and Romero doesn't always use the jab as effectively as he might.
Double right hand from Davis, no damage.
Well, Romero has 52 seconds to see if he can make his prediction come true.
Davis's prediction was we'll see what happens in round 2.
Not to Romero's defense, but he did say with the first hard punch that I hit him, he still has not landed any.
Well, he did mention round 1.
Yes. But these are heavy punches, so you could expect in any given moment.
Just showed the left hand and then just pawed with it.
Only 22 punches thrown in round 1.
Isn't that interesting? And we expected a war right at the get-go. A good shot by Davis and a good counter. Davis whooping at Rolando.
One thing that I'm seeing is that he's taking 2 steps back, making it difficult for Davis to counter with just one straight left hand.
Yeah, good point. Gervonta Davis was clear with us. He said it may take me a couple rounds to figure out his awkward style.
Yeah, I think the way these first round and minute have gone is there's a healthy respect from either guy.
I think it's the power they both respect.
Yeah.
And you have to. You can't get careless, especially in the type of level of this magnitude fight.
Interesting to see Gervonta Davis using the whole ring in boxing. Oh, he took a big left hand.
And now left and holding on. I don't know if that'll be a knockdown, no.
Well, there was a moment in that round there would be a left hand. It was actually more of a jab than a hook. How much damage it did, I don't know, but and then that left hook, actually the second left hook landed kind of toward the back of Davis's head, which I think is what he might have been complaining to referee Field about. It was a good left hand by Romero.
Yeah. Romero again, a right hand that time, and that rocked Davis for a moment.
Well, Romero thinks he can hurt him because he's going after him now.
That really got him excited, and he's on something.
And this is not the posture you normally see. That he can box, Davis, but you don't normally see him moving this much.
Wild right hand misses. There's a left hand from Davis.
There's the punch.
Romero stepping in.
What Romero is doing in this fight is using his jab as a rangefinder very effectively.
Yeah. Another left hand from Davis, but it was partially caught by Romero.
You know, this is, in his last fight, Romero fought a lefty, Anthony Yiggett, and so he felt that was good preparation for left-hander Davis.
We talked about the jab that Romero's using, really effective.
Combination from Romero, but nothing serious. Right hand was caught by the glove of Davis.
Here's where the left hand is going to come from Romero. He's got kind of a half jab, half hook going here, and it's getting in occasionally too. This fight early on is looking to be the simple equation. The left hook of Davis, or of Romero as he comes in, and Davis looking to counter him with his straight left. Now he's in against a 5'7" fighter who does have range.
Counter left hand from Davis.
This is a high-level, power-punching chess match.
I'll say. That's how Davis stepped in with the left hand, but went right by the ear of Romero.
If you're Davis, you want to touch him up a little bit in the stomach. There you go. You want to feint to the stomach, touch him up straight to chest. Make Romero bring his hands out.
Remember in the last fight, he was in, he injured his left hand, Davis, but he said as he went on through sparring, it got better and better, and he said it's not an issue in this fight.
Right hand a little short from Romero, and the left hand likewise from Davis.
And kind of an indication that he felt a little strength from Romero. Ooh, that left by Davis, man, he threw it with bad intentions,
yes,
and he just couldn't quite get there.
He's been very close a few times.
And he's not able to get all the way in because Romero is still using that jab really effectively.
Yeah.
Taking those step backs. There it is.
Davis is leading off with the left hand and lunging a little bit, leaving himself a little open for a counter punch. He might want to jab his way over.
There's a left hand from Davis, but again it was a little short. There was a good left hand. Caught on the side of the head.
And at that's another thing Davis wants to do. Jab to the body to bring the hands down, and then gives you an opportunity to get on the inside.
Yeah, and he's doing that. You can see the focus in Tank right now. Look at his eyes; they're locked in. He's waiting for Rolly to throw that right so he can counter. He is fighting as a bigger guy, Romero, right now.
Yeah. Good body shot.
Well, and there's an elbow for him. They talked about it, you know, getting a warning from Field.
Yeah, second warning.
Good
body shot. Ripped the left hand of the body.
Now he's talking to him.
Really trying to play the mind game here, Davis.
A little short with that left hand.
And in the last round, a reminder that Romero threw several elbows, and they have complained about that, the Davis camp, leading up to this fight.
Yeah, they knew that was going to happen, and it is going to happen. Romero has to make that fight happen like that, believe it or not. He has to make it a dirty fight. But I think it's something that he has to do against a bigger Romero.
Yep, probably.
That shot missed.
He's not going to be able to push Romero back, especially because Romero uses his, these dirty tactics. It's going to be almost impossible. So Davis doing a good job from fighting from a distance.
Well, he's talked about his maturity as a fighter.
You know, Romero is very poised in there at this juncture. You have to say that. I mean, it's just a fact. He's looking for big counter punches. He's thrown in on the idea of landing a big right hand or a left hook, and he's using his pawing jab to try and set that up.
No, you're right, because in previous fights we've seen that he seems kind of awkward, but in this fight he's not looking.
There's a big left hand.
He did indeed, and what he'll do here is just counter left hand as Romero came in squared up.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated and still the WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis.
Good here, belt line is good here, gentlemen. I gave you both instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times, listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen. You ready? You ready? Stop. Listen for the bell. Stop. No. Okay. Right here.
Yeah, you really invested in that being good Cruz. You know, Davis down. But Davis using the ring really well. Using the outer movement really well. Not giving Cruz an opportunity to really let go of his punches.
All right, stop. Don't punch. Let him go, Tank.
He was training already, as you pointed out, for a 10-rounder in his council. They feel he should be prepared for this match.
Davis in the second titles at 135 pounds, and they begin round 6 by throwing heavy leather, and there's a sniper-like straight left hand by Davis, and a right hand by Cruz.
That's the shortest right hand I've seen Cruz fight in land ever. He's always around us.
Let him go, Tank. Let him go. All right, stop. Nope.
As a result, he's limiting his own punching and limiting Cruz's punching to one shot at a time. So which shots are more effective shots? I think Davis's left hand has been the more effective punch.
You're good.
Effective punches, and there is no better than Cruz.
Work out of that, guys. Work out of it.
Bringing the fight to Gervonta Tank Davis into round 7.
Cruz is committed to this fight. You gotta give him credit for knowing that's a big part of his game.
Isaac, what? Stop. No punch. Let's go. Let him go. All right, stop. No punch. Let him go.
Final 30 seconds in the 8th.
Stop. Let him go.
It's fascinating how Cruz only picks certain spots where he wants to jump. Official score.
and still
Protect yourselves at all times and listen to my commands. I want to remind you, we got a lefty against a righty, so watch the headbutts, watch the feet, gentlemen. Touch gloves. Back to your corner, gentlemen. Ready?
The bell and round one. Davis, the southpaw, in the white with yellow and silver trunks. Barrios in pink and blue with gold trim.
Yeah, you're right, Edna. It's true. And you know, Barrios against Akhmedov landed, knocked him down with a left hook and a right hand. Davis has started to fight. He's getting closer with that left hand.
Final 30 seconds of the third round.
And you know, the other fascinating thing, we're all sitting here on pins and needles. We're wondering what happens if he lands a left hand. We don't know. Can he hurt him?
Yeah.
It's you know, that's part of what makes this so fascinating.
That's a good point. Yeah, because we still don't know if Davis brought up the power all the way to 140. So.
Meanwhile, Barrios would love to earn a one-way ticket to the exosphere if he were to record the upset victory here tonight. Despite his physical advantages, he is the underdog, and now Davis with the jab. 8 knockouts in this division. And again, Barrios gets through the guard with the right hand, pawing at him with the jab.
At this juncture, the onus is kind of on Gervonta Davis now to somehow change the script a little bit. And whether it's him jabbing his way in and then landing power punches.
Oh, it's safe to say this is one of the keys to victories for Tank. Doing the Pedraza. Pressuring Barrios.
Now Barrios off to a good start here in the 6th, though, with the jab.
And one thing we have not mentioned is that Davis has taken Barrios' punches well also.
Yeah, good point.
Barrios lands to the body, but Davis does a good job of avoiding the punches upstairs as we bring in our Hall of Fame unofficial scorer, Steve Farland.
Early on, I was asking myself, how many rounds is Davis going to give away?
You got to change the jab here and there for Barrios. You can't just throw it straight all the time. Oh.
Double jab followed by the left hand from Davis, and again, the crowd erupts.
Davis attacking and using the jab very effectively. We've talked about that. And what does it do? It sets up the straight left hand.
State Farm Arena in Atlanta, joined by Brian Custer, Jim Gray, and Showtime Championship Boxing Crew, where in one interview, Gervonta Tank Davis said he would stop Mario Barrios in round 8.
And there it is. Here, Barrios, you take those shots. You take those opportunities when Davis is going backwards.
You know, both these men have had some issues in later rounds. Barrios got tired against Akhmedov. Tank Davis has had some stamina issues a little bit, even though he knocked out Gamboa.
Yeah, issues on the scale.
Yeah.
Right, but, oh my, wow.
Right hook! A monstrous shot by Davis!
The first knockdown from Davis, throwing that right hook and landing it perfectly. That's a weapon we hadn't seen yet in this fight from him, and he led with the right hook.
Gervonta Tank Davis brought his power to 140, and Mario Barrios has been dealt twice in round 8.
6, 7, 8. You okay? You want to continue? Come here. Protect yourself.
A volcanic eruption here in Atlanta as Davis continues to dominate on Mario Barrios. Can Barrios survive the round? Feel like they contain plutonium, but Barrios looking to survive the final 45 seconds. Davis is bludgeoning Barrios here in the 8th, but Barrios trying to Blocks that shot to the body from Barrios, and Davis again.
Now,
very calculated.
The dynamic of this fight has changed because that would be a 10-7 round with those two knockdowns. So the question is, early rounds we know some went to Barrios, and then the middle rounds Davis started getting there, and right
That's
on
your
cue,
answer.
there's Steve Flowers with his unofficial scorecard. So,
and Barrios lands a combination on Davis.
Wow. Well, that was fascinating, that whole exchange. Here is where Barrios in the last round
and it's that same hook.
Nice left hook.
It's that same hook that knocked down Barrios. The fade to the body came up upstairs. I can see Davis taking this round off after, you know, throwing a lot.
With the right hook. Barrios' corner wants him to unload with Davis on the ropes. There's a left hook, but up and down goes Barrios. With, of course, Calvin Ford trying to do his job in the corner as well. So here we are, round number 10. Mario Barrios looking to establish the jab early. Looking for a check hook there. Right hand to the body by Barrios.
Now these are two very important rounds for both Davis and Barrios.
I agree.
Double left hook, one to the body, one upstairs for Barrios that lands. And Steve Farhood, our unofficial scorer, has Barrios now 1 point ahead. The ebb and flow, the give and take. Terrific stuff here. And Barrios continues to work the body as Davis navigates his way in. Fires off that right hook. Davis walks in, left to the body, starts to back up Barrios. Barrios looking to utilize the punish and right hand the body by Barrios.
That was a little low by Barrios.
Under a minute left here in the 10th.
Wow.
Left to the liver by Davis. Bobbing and weaving. Sustained body attack by Mario Barrios.
This is going to be a hard round to score, guys.
Oh boy, yeah.
But both had their moments.
Beautiful left hook, left uppercut. Right hand, but then Davis comes back and clocks Barrios. Under 30 seconds remaining. Barrios
He's hurt.
doesn't want to get into a firefight with Davis, but demands that he bring it on.
Barrios was winning that round, but then Davis hurt him.
The exchange of body shots and then another thudding left that scores for Davis. Barrios comes back with a three-punch combination through the guard. We have reached round number 11, the penultimate round of this prize fight at 140 pounds. Tank Davis daring to be great, and his power has already delivered 2 knockdowns, but Mario Barrios isn't going anywhere. Referee warning Davis for the forearms. You heard the corner, watch the forearms. Davis got clipped on the jaw by Barrios.
That was his monstrous left hook, and give Davis credit for taking that punch.
And Davis walking forward, walking through fire. Left uppercut, right hook lands. What a fight between Barrios and Davis.
It almost seems like Davis is looking for a knockout.
Right hand to the body by Barrios.
Ooh, body shot.
Barrios is down again. 3rd time in the arm.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Come here. Protect yourself, all right?
Aztec Warrior summoning that inner resolve. Davis unloads the left. Barrios a double number. It's over. It's over. Gervonta Tank Davis has ascended to 140 pounds. And Davis has recorded the knockout victory.
And Abner, here's where we see the stoppage.
Barrios was just not expecting that.
And because of the body language of Mario Barrios, the referee not wanting to see him take another punch, and they did not complain. Barrios didn't complain about that stoppage. Nobody in the corner did, so they felt you know, he was protecting him from what a situation he perceived could be dangerous for him.
Now a 3-division world champion and the new WBA super lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta
You received the pre-fight instruction, recibiste las instrucciones, protect yourself, protégete todo el tiempo. Give me a clean fight, una pelea limpia. Buena suerte, good luck.
He just called out one of the biggest punchers in Gervonta Davis. There's a reason. Davis is Mike Tyson's favorite fighter. And this is round number 1, the 130-pound belt holder, Santa Cruz, in black, green, orange, and gold. The 135-pound belt holder, Gervonta Davis, in the red, white, and green. And there's a counter, left uppercut by Davis. So much as Santa Cruz wants to establish the jab.
Yes, he does. He throws 33 jabs per round normally, lands 7. Whether he'll be as much of a volume puncher in this match early remains to be seen.
Do not pull back! Do not pull back!
Abner, you've been in the ring twice with Santa Cruz. You trained to face Davis. What are you picking up early on?
Santa Cruz is trying to stay disciplined with that jab, trying to work his jab and move backwards a bit. He's got to turn Davis, though, to his left and not extend the jab, because when he does that, I already saw early on that Davis counter punches with that left.
Yeah, that left uppercut has been there. Santa Cruz goes upstairs.
I'm good. You know, the combination punching of Santa Cruz can't push Davis back, and that would be interesting to see. Davis doesn't normally fight going backwards.
Again, Davis winding up with that left uppercut. Already blood on the face of Leo Santa Cruz.
Bridge of his nose, it looks like.
There's a right hand, a right hook behind the back. Santa Cruz comes back with a right bounced off Davis' glove.
He's a pressure fighter in this fight. He's pressuring the bully that Santa Cruz is used to, being the bully, pushing a fighter back. But now we see Davis picking his punches. As Santa Cruz at moments, he does land also.
Davis off to a quick start, of course. Apparently made weight fairly easily. Maybe confident about going into deep waters. Remember, Santa Cruz said that Davis is dangerous for the first 6 rounds and then begins to fade. That's what Santa Cruz wants to bring Davis, is into the deeper waters. And the just over 9,000 fans in attendance, if the introductions were any indication, all the fans might be cheering on both fighters. Great start here. Round number 1.
Take your time, take your time.
Santa Cruz delivering the jab, trying to split the guard, leads with the right hand, putting pressure on Davis early in round 2.
Intriguing. You know, already Leo Santa Cruz, you can get the feeling he thinks he can push Davis back in this fight. Will that be the proper move for him? He's landing some nice punches.
Well, the narrative coming in was that Santa Cruz was the smaller guy. We saw at the weigh-in, he had added muscle, and that does not seem to be the case against definitely a more compact, harder puncher, but Santa Cruz is not the smaller guy in this fight. Santa Cruz turned 32 in August, so the youth is on the side of Davis. Misses with that counter left uppercut that has been there for him.
Yeah, you feel that's going to be an important weapon for Davis. He's trying very hard to get it in. He has to be careful throwing it from too far out. He'll get countered by Santa Cruz.
Just past the midpoint of round 2, a compelling confrontation, and already so much to absorb. Davis! There goes the sportsmanship! Spent 15 weeks in Las Vegas at the Mayweather Boxing Gym, said that he would like to hold all of his camps there because of the lack of distractions and the ability to focus. But Santa Cruz Davis will some of those shots and avoiding the right hand, but it is Santa Cruz putting on pressure.
It's a combination punching of Santa Cruz. When he is at his best, those combinations flow, but there's that left uppercut from Davis.
Davis timing that left uppercut counter. Good stuff through 2 rounds.
Keep still. Don't watch him. You got another round. Good.
He's going to want to try to land that counter left hand a big power punch, and that's the thing that Santa Cruz has to really be careful of, because Davis can land that shot and hurt you.
Santa Cruz wants to keep Davis corralled in the corner, but there's a counter left from Davis, allows him to escape. Santa Cruz taking small steps, and there's a left hook. Again, the left hand missed with the right uppercut.
Davis starting to use the jab, and he has a good jab. It's an underused punch sometimes for him, but it is effective.
As Santa Cruz's Twitch signed up for a Twitch account yet. Inquiring minds want to know. Left hook by Santa Cruz, another left hand. There, Santa Cruz digging to the body. Meanwhile, Davis looking for the angle for that uppercut.
Don't pull back! You don't always see Davis in that kind of defensive posture that he's in with his hands really high.
While you're working with Floyd Mayweather, you better learn defense.
There you go.
And there's Santa Cruz through the right, and Davis now loading up again with the left uppercut.
This has been a very, very important weapon. The right hook getting in there, but then here he comes with that uppercut on the inside. I'll tell you what, Santa Cruz is taking some big punches.
Davis, but Santa Cruz still looking to establish the jab, and he's getting it. Eruption from the crowd here at the Alamo Dome. This main event delivering already. Here in round 4, lead right hook by Davis.
Is this the right strategy for Santa Cruz? He's getting through the window and he's taking power punches. And even when he doesn't throw, you can see he's ready to throw.
Double jab, then the left hand downstairs by Davis avoids those punches from Santa Cruz, and again stabs Santa Cruz in the belly with the left. There's a jab to the midsection by Davis.
Give me singles and defense. Singles and defense.
Davis leaning on his front foot. High guard, both of them. Double, triple jab by Santa Cruz as he tries to move forward. Davis moving to his left into the power alley of Santa Cruz.
Keep the defense tight. Keep the defense tight.
Leo has to keep touching him with that jab. Have Davis be thinking.
Davis crouching down. He'll like to crouch down, shoot counters that his opponents rarely see coming. We've seen that on occasion tonight. And that left hand is just ready to be uncoiled. Ready to spring out. There's that lead right hook by Davis.
One of the weapons that Santa Cruz has found in this fight, and he wants to get back to it, is his own left hook, which is not normally his money punch, but he's kind of found a home for it. They better hope that that's the case.
Yes.
But he is doing some fantastic work here, Santa Cruz.
They both are chucking leather, and a mark now, a mouse beginning to form under the right eye of Gervonta Davis. So they are throwing punches and bunches here in the 6th.
I was just going to say, Leo Santa Cruz do that? No.
Don't be ridiculous.
There's a left hand by Davis, under a minute left in the 6th. Davis now pulling it. Santa Cruz sagging, they're taking it. And coming forward, punches on its own. Scintillating stuff here in the 6th round. Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz, two champions with the hearts of champions.
If Davis thought Santa Cruz was going to fast from his... And in that round in which Santa Cruz had done so much good work, there's that left uppercut. A counter punch that just was devastating. And it was there the whole fight. Some big ones landed, but none like that.
It's the punch that you don't see that does the most damage, and that punch came out of nowhere. Leo Santa Cruz did not see that uppercut coming, and just took him out. But again, you got to give credit to Leo Santa Cruz. He did something that I was even, shocked, which was stand toe-to-toe against a bigger puncher than Gervonta Davis.
He was able to do that for a good portion of this fight, and they felt that if he'd gotten through these rounds, he was going to do well in the second half of the fight, but it was not to be. The power of Davis, too much for him.
And the mentor, Floyd Money Mayweather, reacting. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. 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 2 minutes, 30 seconds to Gervonta, Tank Davis's 23rd knockout.
The WBA super featherweight and lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis.
If they creep, I gave you both instructions. I want to remind you, fight fair, fight hard, fight clean, listen and obey my commands all the time, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to both of you.
Yuriorkis Gamboa looking to shock the world. We are underway here in Atlanta. This is to Terrence Crawford and Robinson Castellanos. There's a big straight left that backed up Gamboa, followed by a big right hook. Plenty of dynamite in the hands of Gervonta Davis. There's a straight left backing up Gamboa. There's a straight left that caught the attention of the Cuban. Supremacy around him. We'll see if he can deliver. At the time, he was the youngest world champion in the United States. Since that moment, other guys have come to the forefront, guys like Teofimo Lopez, along with Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, David Benavides, just to name a few. Mario Barrios as well. Good right hook to the body. Gamboa spinning around. Gamboa looks very relaxed, but he's got to be able to go and start to generate some offense. Here's that right to the body. A straight left, down goes Gamboa on a heavy straight left. Davis is coming forward, a big straight left. They're talking about the shoe of Gamboa is an issue. Something about... There's a big straight left, but a right by Gamboa. Gamboa caught Davis. Gamboa came into the... As we... Straight left. Two big straight lefts that backed up Gamboa. Stopping him in his tracks, another one. It's like target practice now by Davis. 4 straight lefts. Power punches. Good left uppercut to the body. That stopped Gamboa. Big straight left with Gamboa through a right hand for Gamboa. So they hopefully have that rectified. But look at Gamboa start off strong as we commence the 5th round. Big straight left backing up Gamboa, but Gamboa not to be deterred. Left hook that was blocked by Davis. Left to the body by Davis. Davis is so strong and quick, and he throws in machine gun burst. Big left uppercut connecting. 2 big uppercuts by Davis as Gamboa retreats. A big shot by Davis. Davis now teeing off on Gamboa. Gamboa might be hurt. Holding on to the top rope. Gamboa's been down 15 times in his career, but now he's fighting on sheer guts. A big right hook by Davis. Just over the halfway mark of the 5th. Gamboa trying to hold. A big left uppercut. Connecting heavy shots from Gervonta Davis. A right hook. Oh my, look at this onslaught by the 25-year-old. Jab right to the body by Davis again. That was a Floyd Mayweather. Only 2 guys have been able to do such a thing. There's a straight left, snapping the head back of Gamboa. Right hook to the body. Left. Gamboa. That was probably the best punch in a few rounds for Gamboa. A straight left for Davis. There's a jab right to the body by Davis. There's a wicked left hook by Gervonta Davis, followed by a right. He caught Gamboa. Another big, heavy shot. Davis, big straight left. Down goes Gamboa again.
Step back. Listen to me.
Look at the knockdown.
Hey, listen to me. Tell him I gave him a full minute rest.
Gamboa got blitzed with and Jack Reese, one of the best referees, if not the best referee in the world, watching the action. But it may appear as if Gamboa a straight left. Gamboa being walked down. 2 minutes to go in the ninth. Davis trying to let his hands go. A straight left, Gamboa coming forward, he eats a straight left. And Davis opening up. Gamboa lumbering, but he gets clipped. Gamboa in a world of trouble. Davis teeing off on him. Up his arsenal and trying to finish off Gamboa tonight. Gamboa steps in with a left hook, followed by a straight right. World.
Suéltelo.
Big shot by Gamboa, who clocked Davis with a combination. Final stages, couple of straight lefts. Gamboa retaliates with the right. Big straight left from Davis, and that ends the 10th. His ring generalship and how savvy is a straight left. That connected, big right hook. Gamboa got caught again. Davis trying to finish off Gamboa. And Davis. Oh, big straight left that backed up Gamboa. Davis trying to finish off the former world champion. That was a slip. Big straight left, a couple big shots. Davis trying to finish off Gamboa. Over missiles, down goes Gamboa. And this one is over. Gervonta Davis with the finish of Yuriorkis Gamboa. At the end of the fight, big straight left from Davis. An uppercut, dispatching him on the canvas, and Jack Reese had seen enough. We'll take a look at it again. And there is that big left hook. As we'll go back and look at it again. There's that left uppercut. Oh my. What a wicked left uppercut. And Jack Reese said, no, enough is enough. And Gamboa, not too much resistance. Let's take a look at it again. Here is this left uppercut. Take a look at it again. Wake up. No, good night. That's what it was. And crashing to the canvas was Yuriorkis Gamboa.
He is still undefeated. He is the new WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Round one. Don't blink.
Davis lands a major power punch, but that may give us an indication.
Yeah, we'll see. Davis said he was going to just kind of feel it out here in the first round, see what he's got in front of him in Núñez.
And Davis has a good jab. Sometimes it gets ignored, and he's using it early here because of all the power punches, but he's got a very good jab.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just a show-me jab. No. He put something on that jab. Early on here, no real serious damage so far. No punches thrown with any real intent.
Núñez will normally keep his hands high, and he's doing that in this fight for the most part so far. Núñez, look for the uppercut from him. If he's going to land a big power punch that may shock Davis, it might be that punch.
So Núñez is comfortable in play around the ring as Davis is starting to target the body with that left hand. You saw when Davis took that little walk across to his left, Núñez cut off the ring right away, so that shows you he's comfortable in there. He knows his way around the ring.
Núñez stepped in there from a body shot in. Double jab from Davis. It is a very effective jab. Núñez trying to go downstairs to the body.
You can almost tell that Gervonta Davis decided not to try and get a knockout in round one. He wants to box and feel this out and see where it's at.
I also think, guys, that Núñez's body language tells you that. You know, like I think it allowed Davis to say, okay, let me see what this guy brings. And he's coming forward. Let me try to time him a little bit. And start to get closer.
Yeah, he did get there with a left hand just a moment ago.
Keep him up, keep him up.
On the way in with it. Núñez very much in his range right now. Right hand picked on the gloves by Davis. Another right hand.
See, there's the body language of Davis is to kind of be the bully right now. He doesn't just get you hurt. He makes him miss that shot. Yeah. That was a good shot right there.
And I think the way that looked is what made, and then that other left hand is what made Harvey Doc.
But you see right there, he's looking to smother. Right as Harvey Doc steps in, he's looking to step in and smother.
Yeah.
Watch the last instant. He kind of ducks. You're going to see the big shot by Davis right here. And here it comes. Definitely got attention.
Okay. All right.
But that one doesn't really land. That one does, but it's kind of smothered shot. That one's a good shot.
The fact that that second left hand hurt him again is what sent Doc in. And I think he was worried about him getting hung up on the ropes and taking punishment. Obviously, you see, he doesn't agree with the stop.
No doubt to me he felt the shots. No doubt. But
in any case, a victorious Gervonta Davis basking in the attention of this crowd.
Okay, Pat just told.
And hoping to go on to much bigger heights
but I think
he is the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is still the undefeated WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Gervonta.